Good morning, everybody, and welcome to High School Lacrosse here on Clutch Sports Media 815, presented by Integrated Home Care Services. From Boylan High School, we're getting set for today's matchup between the Lake Park Lancers and the Boylan Titans. Alongside Jim Corbick, I'm Trevor Larson on today's call, and we could not be more thrilled to be out here this Saturday morning for some lacrosse action here at Boylan High School. Jim, thanks for being alongside with us for Clutch Sports Media 815's first ever lacrosse broadcast.
Thank you for having me.
So the Lake Park Lancers and Boylan Titans getting set to face off here in just a couple of seconds. Jim, I know you are the head coach of the Rockford Razorbacks, the club sports lacrosse group here in the state line. Can you give us a little bit of a sense of what we should be expecting to see out of today's action?
Well, you have two young teams playing here today, so I would expect to see the ball on the ground a bit and a lot of skirmish for the ball on the ground. I expect to see the Boylan team try to slow down their offense today, and probably the Lake Park team playing more defense than offense in this one.
It's Boylan's first year playing at the high school level, lacrosse, first high school that has lacrosse as a part of their program. So it's very exciting to see what they have done here on their inaugural season. Of course, a bit of a growing game. Lacrosse is just integrated into the IHSA suite of sports a couple of years ago, first season in 2017-2018. Close to 100 teams playing statewide, so it's a fun sport, especially for some of the kids that want to get out and about here in the springtime after a lot of these players might have played some other sports, football, track. But it's another good, fun sport, a lot of physical contact out there, so it's a good game, good to play, good to watch.
It's really rewarding to see Rockford have its real first high school associated team playing here at Boylan. I was fortunate enough to coach about half the Boylan team last year when they were part of the Razorbacks. It's a great group of kids. Bob White started the Razorbacks program, now the head coach for Boylan, where he went to high school, and it's just a great thing for the sport in the area.
Teams getting set at midfield, couple of refs going over the rules, some ground rules. It's a bit of a unique sport here for us on Clutch Sports Media. A lot different than what we've done. We've done a lot of football, a lot of basketball, but it'll be a good experience for our broadcast, a good experience for the listeners at home to kind of see what they can see here on today's action.
That is a father and son referee team officiating the game today. That is Ken and Spencer Cockey. Ken has been a coach for the Razorbacks, and Spencer was a player.
Teams getting set, getting lined up, ready for face-off. And you're going to have two guys at the center circle going at it, trying to gain possession. We'll see what type of offense and defense we see out here on the field today.
So the offensive and defensive players will be restrained to the boxes that they're in on either side of the field until the official calls possession. And you'll see the officials set the players here where they can't move until he blows the whistle. Here we go.
And we are underway. Boylan's going to win possession. At least I thought they were. Now the ball's still on the ground. And finally it is going to be picked up. No, it's still loose. And there we go. Finally, possession first to the Titans. That's Kent White that has the ball on the left wing. Now advances it into the offensive zone.
Kent's playing a long stick midfielder on the faceoff. You'll see him go off and be replaced by a short stick.
Yeah, similar to hockey substitution rules. This is Mikey Hernandez who has the ball. Looking to start up some offense here for the Titans. He is on approach, slips, loses the ball. Able to retain possession, works it back. And man-to-man defense here by the Lancers as the Titans try to get it into the offensive zone. And our first shot is going to be saved that time. Good play that time by the goalkeeper. It's Teddy Berger in net.
Goalie has 4 seconds once he maintains possession of the ball inside the crease to get out of the crease.
And you got a tackle behind the play and ball loose on the ground, picked up by the Titans. And still loose, a little bit of a scuffle there that time after the body check. And this one's going to be knocked away, still loose on the ground. And finally retained by Boylan. Here we come on the right wing. Going to get some offense working here. About a minute and a half into the first quarter. Got 4 10-minute quarters. Here are the Titans at the top of the box. Pass over this time to number 2. That's Nate Montalbano. Another substitution for Boylan during play as they try to open up the scoring here in the first quarter. Again, just underway here on Clutch Sports Media. And that one is going to go out of the back end. And Jim,
on the shots, you'll see players racing to the end line. The reason that they do that is the closest player to the ball where it goes out will retain possession of the ball, so it's not like a ball just going out of bounds.
Yeah, much a different rule than a lot of other sports that we're used to. You know, basketball, soccer, it's last touched. Here in lacrosse, it is going to be closest to the end line. Another one goes out of play, so Boylan's going to retain possession. Augie Tolley able to get back there on the end line. So Titans still have it. Haven't really seen Lakeport control the ball at all here in this quarter, as the Titans have dominated the first 2.5 minutes of possession. A couple of shots, no goals yet, but you got to like the way that their offense has looked here in this first 3 minutes of action.
I expect that we're going to see a lot of bounce shots today. The grass is pretty soft out there, and the crease will get a little worn and muddy, making the bounces unpredictable.
Montalbano shoots again. This is going to be saved, and it's trying to be worked out by the Lancers, but it's going to be picked up by the Titans. Go to offense. They've really hopped on a lot of the loose balls here so far in this quarter. Got a shot and another good save that time in net by the Lancers. They work it out.
The goalie went out and back inside of the crease, which will be a change of possession.
So Boylan will have it. So they whistle for play. It's like this is Zach Tully who has the ball, working behind the net. He's going to come around, and he is going to score a shot, working from behind to the front. Left his feet, threw it in, top corner. Zach Tully with the first goal of the game. Titans on top, 1-0. 6:31 to play here in the first quarter.
That was a nice pump fake by Zach. He showed that he was going to shoot low and then pulled it back up and shot high in the top corner.
Boylan goal 17, Zach Tully.
So after the goal, we'll have another face-off at the center circle. A substitution for the Lancers.
Lancers will be facing off with their long stick player on this one.
Whistled ready for play. And the Titans are going to, the Lancers are going to come up with possession. Adam Roselle had it, and he gets knocked over. Hard body check that time.
Looks like we had a timeout called on the field. Looks like it was a Lake Park timeout.
So our first timeout of the quarter. We'll take a break and hear a word from our sponsors. Integrated Home Care Services is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident in your home. See how we can help by learning more at integratedhc.com. Tonight's game is presented by Brian Falk State Farm. Call Brian at 815-398-2552. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Busy Beaver Tree Care. For exceptional tree services second to none, Busy Beaver Tree Care is your best option. We're a local, family-owned and operated business founded in 2003. We're not satisfied until you are. Waterside Financial Advisors is teaming up with the Guilford Vikings to bring you more than just a game. Get ready to shoot for your goals as they provide independent financial guidance for the life you want to live. Elevate your game both on and off the court with reliable financial guidance from Waterside Financial Advisors. Go Vikings! And we are back here at Boylan High School where the Titans are on top of the Lancers 1-0, 6:20 left in the first quarter. Trevor Larson alongside Jim Corbick here today for this morning's broadcast. I have a quick correction. The goalie for the Lake Park Lancers, Dawood Shaheek. So we'll be sure to give him his props whenever he makes some saves here this morning. Here is the Lancers working into the offensive zone, really the first time that they've done so here this morning as they try to even things up. Ball on the left wing, that's number 15, Johnny Nguyen. He passes it down.
See Boylan playing aggressive on defense and chasing those players to the top of the box.
Lancers working the ball in behind the net, trying to get a shot off, staying outside of the crease. Pass up top. It's going to be hauled in by Loftus, and we've got a whistle. And looks like it's going to be possession over to Boylan. Moving quickly into the offensive zone. Pining for a penalty that time. Here's Buey. Over to number 23, that's Dom. Left side of the field as the teams make some live substitutions, trying to get their offensive defense in rhythm here. We spent most of the game here in this half, this quarter. Pass behind the net, looking for a man out front. That one's going to be loose on the ground. Still loose, picked up by Boylan. And they're going to maintain possession in the offensive end. Simon Stewart comes away with it. Now passes it down. A lot of run and chase here for the Lancers so far in the first quarter. There's a good physical shot, and that one
off the pipe.
No good. Thought it might have gone in. Don't have a replay, and that one's going to stay in. A good attempt that time, just couldn't finish in the back of the net. Still an opportunity here for the Titans as they have possession in the offensive zone. Hernandez back behind the net. See another substitution here for the Titans. This one pass out in front, and another good save that time by Shahid.
Nice centering pass. They got just what they wanted on that one and weren't able to put it in the net.
Titans have had some good looks, Jim, but the goaltender for the Lancers has made some impressive saves here this morning, as this one's going to be turned over in the offensive end. Titans come away with it on the left wing, number 23. It's Hudson Dom, one of the attackmen here for the Titans as listed on their roster. Hernandez with the ball in the middle third. He's guarded that time by the long stick defender for the Lancers. Now a pass couldn't be held, and looks like there might have been a push, some type of infraction, so the Lancers will take over possession. Number 17, Max Ramirez for the Lancers, going to bring the ball up the right side. And 1-0 in favor of the Titans. Been a bit of a defensive. This one's going to be picked off in the middle. Here is an attack opportunity. That one thrown in. Another goal. Charlie Hatch picked that one off in the offensive zone. Hockey, where you have a one-on-one opportunity, usually goes in favor of the offensive player, but even more so in lacrosse, where you've got a bigger net to mind. You don't have as much padding. Those one-on-one opportunities are really tough to save.
It's a 6x6 net, and typical high school goalie will be about 5'10". It's a lot of area to cover.
Boylan wins the possession off the face-off. Here's Montalbano running down the right wing. Now reverses field. Works it back over to Goker. And now Paxton Tully has it. And this looks like they trade some sticks over there on the bench.
A lot of players will favor a face-off stick and then switch off after the face-off to a stick for the gameplay.
Here's Tully working in front of the net. He's going to bounce it, and that one is going to go in. Another goal for the Titans. They've scored 3 of them here in the first quarter.
Another good hard bounce shot for the Titans, putting those shots inside the crease and allowing the ball to play off the grass. Again, really tough, difficult to judge for the goalies.
Boylan goal number 11, Paxton Tully.
And we've really seen, we don't have possession statistics, Jim, but it seems like 80% of the game has been played in the Lake Park half, and say even more so in the final third of the field. So the offensive pressure by the Titans here this morning has really been outstanding, as they've been able to maintain possession, work the ball in front of the net, and that just rings true. They're leading 3-0 here, 2:45 left to play in the first.
They've had good possessions, and it allows them to control the pace of the game, so it's playing into the Titans' game plan today.
Here's Bowman on the right side for the Lancers. Now working it in behind, that's Zach Kane. We can get some substitutions here as the Lancers try to set up their offense, trying to claw back Again, it's early, down 3-0, but they love a goal here in the first quarter of play. Try to get back into this ball game. Number 13, Scott Cerubi. And over to number 24, Brendan Loftus. Loftus working in front. He loses the ball, picked up behind. Now he's going to retain possession. And he's going to get checked, and we're going to have a flag on the field. See, that might be an
Looks like we had a
call.
push with possession.
So the Lancers going to maintain possession here in the offensive third.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he called a push or if he called a cross-check. The difference between the two would be a 30-second or a minute penalty.
And those 30-second or minute penalties, it's kind of like hockey, Jim, if I'm correct. You know, you play a man down there for
Right.
a certain time. So whenever you have those opportunities, playing a man up, you would really like to score here. Here's number 30. He's got it. That one's going to be thrown out front, and it's going to be picked up by the goaltender for the Titans. So trying to work off, and now a bad pass, and it's going to be a loose ball out in front. Still loose. Players looking for it. Scrum out in the middle. That one almost kicked in.
Yep. Dangerous pass from the goalie there. You never really want to throw it into the center of the field, especially when you're playing man down.
Kosman has it, and we're going to have another whistle. And it looks like Lake Park's going to retain possession here in the offensive third. Minute 23 left to play here in the first quarter. Lancers down 0-3. They've got the ball in the offensive, and that one goes off the goaltender and in. Lancers score their first goal of the quarter. Looks like that's number 24, Brennan Loftus, as they pull within two. Boylan on top 3-1. A minute left to play here in the first quarter.
That was a good, hard, low-to-low sidearm shot and just skipped it off the grass into the corner of the cage.
Lake Park goal 24, Brendan Loftus.
So 3-1 in favor of the Titans. Lake Park just with their first goal. Junior Loftus listed as an attackman for the Lancers. Face off at the center circle. This one's going to be picked up that time by number 21 for the Titans. That's Haji Bowie. He works into the zone. Real physical out there with the defender, Adam Roselle, for the Lancers. Knocked down, gets to his feet. His stick knocked from behind. And, boy, he lost his stick that time on the...
Yeah, we'll see a flag on the ground. Yeah, they called a penalty on that.
Looks like might be a slashing penalty. Really came down hard that time with the stick.
He called a trip. So that was a delayed flag because Boylan maintained possession. They waited until they lost possession, so he's called a trip. This will be a 30-second penalty.
It'll be Boylan ball. 53 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Lake Park just got one back a couple of seconds ago. The Titans would love to go into the second quarter with a lead. They have a 2-goal lead right now, but they have an opportunity to extend it. Score their 4th goal of the quarter. This one passed up top. It's going to be number 10, Mikey Hernandez, who's got it. He throws it in, and we're going to have a flag, so no goal. I think he did find the back of the net, but that's going to be disallowed, it looks like.
Called an illegal check. This will be a minute penalty.
No, he'll have to go off here, and it'll be Lancers' ball in the defensive end. Whistled ready for play. 30 seconds left. We'll see if the Lancers get really aggressive. A nice run this time by number 22, Powell Cezetto. He works into the offensive zone. Loose ball and a big check that time by the defenseman. Mikey Hernandez really hit the attackman, Chance Harrington, hard. And Boylan with an opportunity. 10 seconds on the clock. And a nice save that time by Shahik as he tries to work the rest of the clock. He's just going to get this one out of here. And after one, Boylan on top 3-1 here at Boylan High School. You're watching high school lacrosse here on Clutch Sports Media 815, presented by Degraded Home Care Services, is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident in your home. See how we can help by learning more at integratedhc.com. Brian Botcher with Exit Realty. Whether you want to buy or sell, Brian works hard for his clients in northern Illinois and southern Wisconsin. Call 815-378-2170 today. Seiler Financial, our family helping your family. Listen to 1440 WROK every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Navigating Retirement with Drew Seiler. The Rockford Lightning, Rockford's first semi-pro women's basketball team. Stay up to date on team news on their Instagram and Facebook feeds. Tonight's game is presented by Brian Falk State Farm. Call Brian at 815-398-2552. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. 9 Iron Belvedere. Enjoy a virtual golfing experience all winter long for solo practice sessions, business gatherings, or date night. 9 Iron. Golf, game, gather. Busy Beaver Tree Care. For exceptional tree services second to none, Busy Beaver Tree Care is your best option. We're a local, family-owned and operated business founded in 2003. We're not satisfied until you are. And we are back here at Boylan High School for high school lacrosse. Boylan on top of Lake Park 3-1 as we enter the second quarter. Alongside Jim Corbick, I'm Trevor Larson on this morning's call. And Jim, we talked about it a little bit pre-game, but the first season here for the Titans at the high school level, first school in the NIC 10 to have a high school lacrosse team. I'm sure a lot of these players, a lot of the players that have played for the Razorbacks are looking forward to the future. You never know, 5 years, 10 years down the road, we might have a full suite of NIC 10 teams playing the game.
We've been working hard at that for a lot of years. The Razorbacks started in 2012, and we've always imagined that our club would be a youth program that would be feeding the area high school. So this is a great first step for us.
Yeah, it's always great when a new sport enters the fray here on the NIC 10 state line. And it's good to see these players out here this morning playing one of the fastest growing sports in the country. Well, it's a very exciting, fast-paced, I'm sure you've seen, a very physical game as we get underway here in the second quarter. Boylan on top 3-1. Looks like we're going to have an infraction.
This is a failure to advance, so Lake Park didn't get it into the box within the 10 seconds.
So here are the Titans working off the left wing. Moving left to right here from our perspective. Switch ways every quarter. Ball kept on the far side, now worked behind.
Titans are now even, so that penalty is over, so they're back to a 10-on-10 game.
Dom has it behind the net. He is guarded by Max Ramirez. Works it in front. And a good play that time to prevent the shot by the defenseman. But the Titans get it, and they put it in. Hudson Dom with a score. The Titans' leading scorer coming into this ball game. He had 13. It's tied for the lead in points with Mikey Hernandez. This time he puts it in the back of the net, and the Boylan Titans are back up by 3.
Boylan goal 23, Hudson Dom.
It was a really nice centering pass to Weston Matula that he wasn't able to control, and a great rebound from Hudson to pick that up and put it back in the net.
Hudson still with a year left, a junior, graduates next year, so the leading scorer for the Titans coming into today's ball game. Be excited to see what he can do next year as this program continues to grow and as they continue to play more games against higher level talent. Here's Montalbano, has it, now works it back towards the midfield. Tully with the ball, he has guarded this up top. That's number 34, Phil Scudiero. Working him with the stick. So these players wearing the arm pads. Good centering pass. That one just wide, but the Titans will retain possession.
Exactly the play the Titans wanted on that one. Lake Park's playing really aggressive defense, often outside of the box, which leaves a lot of space on the field.
Titans still with possession. Ball behind the net by Tully. Still guarded by Scudiero. And you're working him with that stick. You see all the players wearing the arm pads. You got a physical game. Another good centering pass, and the Titans score another. Weston Matula this time. And the Titans have their 5th goal of the ball game. They lead 5-1 here. 8:02 left to play in the second.
We've seen that exact play 3 times in a row from the Titans, and Weston was finally able to put one in the net.
5-1 lead here for the Titans. As Jim, it really looks like they have upped the intensity on offense. You mentioned it. They've tried the same play 3 times. They've got 2 goals out of it. But whenever they've gotten into that offensive end, it really looks like they are diving towards the net. They're trying to grow their lead here in the second quarter.
They've had good movement. In fact, both teams have had really good movement on offense today. Lake Park hasn't possessed it quite as long, but both of the teams are moving really well on offense.
Face off at the center circle. It's going to be possession by Joe Melford for the Lancers, and a lot of pressure this time by the Titans. Ball loose. Titans still working it. Picked up by White. White has it down in the offensive third. And looks like we're going to have a stoppage.
Looks like we've got a timeout for the Titans.
And with that timeout, we'll take a quick break. You're watching High School Lacrosse here on Clutch Sports Media 815, presented by Integrated Healthcare Services. Integrated Home Care Services is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident in your home. See how we can help by learning more at integratedhc.com. Waterside Financial Advisors is teaming up with the Guilford Vikings to bring you more than just a game. Get ready to shoot for your goals as they provide independent financial guidance for the life you want to live. Elevate your game both on and off the court with reliable financial guidance from Waterside Financial Advisors. Go Vikings! Brian Botcher with Exit Realty. Whether you want to buy or sell, Brian works hard for his clients in Northern Illinois and Southern Wisconsin. Call 815-378-2170 today. Seiler Financial, our family helping your family. Listen to 1440 WROK every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Navigating Retirement with Drew Seiler. The Rockford Lightning, Rockford's first semi-pro women's basketball team. Stay up to date on team news on their Instagram and Facebook feeds. Yeah, we're good. And we are back here at Boylan High School where the Titans lead the Lancers 5-1, 7:41 here to play in the second quarter. Alongside my partner for this broadcast, Jim Corbick, I am Trevor Larson. Titans just used their timeout, so they'll have possession in the attacking zone. They've scored 2 goals here in the second quarter as they try to continue to expand their lead.
The Titans are really trying to spread them out. You see they've just dropped a player down to the crease, create a little more room for the players up top.
Bowie has this one. He's guarded by Aiden Catalano. He throws it in, and he scores. Good play that time by Bowie as he puts it in the back of the net, and the Titans have put up 3 goals here in the first 2 minutes and 40 seconds of the second quarter, really working that offensive zone here in the first half.
He did a nice job of setting up his dodge. What he really wants to do is to get towards the center of the field versus off to one of the sides. And as he beat his defender towards the center, there was no help that came behind it and left him wide open with the net.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of plays here in this ball game so far, Jim, that both sides are really trying to work it behind the net and then back in front. But we just saw that goal by Bowie. He really took his defender, kind of near the midline, made a run all the way down to the goal and put it in. So a good play that time by the midfielder.
We had a procedural penalty or a procedure issue on the face-off, and the Titans will possess the ball. They've got 10 seconds to get it into the box, and now a touch.
Here's Stewart with the ball on the right wing. Now works back. So whenever you get it down into the offensive zone, you can work it back to the midfield.
Right. Typically the offense will start up top. You see a good shot there. They'll be racing towards the end line. Boylan will possess that ball. Typically the offense will initiate up top, work back to the back, which they're doing right now.
So Titans maintain possession after that one goes out of the back line. They try to set up their offense. Working in, pass behind the net. That one goes awry.
Those were good defensive slides from Lake Park on that one.
And Jim, we just saw there that time not a shot, that was a pass. So unlike the shot, if you shoot it, it's going to be the player that is closest to the end line. That team will retain possession. If it's not a shot on goal, it's very similar to soccer or basketball where the other team will take over possession.
Right.
So this one's going to be passed to the goalkeeper, Shahik. As the Lancers try to get back into this game. They've been outscored 2-0 here, 3-0 here in the second quarter. As Loftus tries to work it up the left wing. He's really getting checked, but a good run this time to break free of both of his defenders. Tries to pass in front. That one can't be maintained.
Did a nice job of hanging on to that ball under heavy pressure. It was a good clear.
Boylan comes out of the scrum with possession. That one looks like it might have slipped out of the... Now we've got possession down on the left wing. Pass in front. Can't be picked up, but Effler picks it up off the turf. Matula has it on the right wing.
Titans had a fast break opportunity there, a mishandle, so they're going to slow it down and get into their offense.
Scudiero able to knock that one free from Matula. But Matula gives him one back, and that ball on the turf. And now finally picked up by Shahik. He's trying to work this ball. He gets checked. Open goal this time for the Titans. Good defense, and Shahik gets back. And that one is going to be Titan ball. Or no, they're going to say that it is going to be Lancer ball. Not quite sure what the call is there by the referee, but either way.
I believe they called it the goalie was closest to the ball when it went out of bounds.
Yeah, we're kind of at a angle here up in the broadcast booth, so a little bit difficult to see who was back further. I'm sure the ref made the right call, so it'll be a Lancer ball. Again, they have not really done much here on offense in the second quarter. As these Titans come up with this one. And work it into the offensive zone. Pass in front, and a good play on defense that time. But the Titans will maintain possession.
Good pass, just a little late getting there. They'll get back into their offense now.
Pass in front, shot, good save by Shahik. That one goes wide. Still with the ball are the Titans. Mikey Hernandez has this one.
Goalie's doing a nice job picking up those balls in the air. Not shooting low on this goalie. Probably not going to get many of those to go in.
Couldn't quite see if that one was deflected off the defender or if it was a save, but either way, no goal. Titans still have it. They work back towards the center of the field. 4 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Titans on top 6-1. Good run this time. That shot goes wide, and we got a player down on the far side. Looks like that's Dom. Stayed down for an extra second. He's able to get back up to his feet. Looks like he might be coming off here for a quick substitution. Still be Titans ball, however. Ball whistled ready for play, so Titans behind the goals. They try to work it in front. They are up 3-0 here in the second quarter, 6-1 on the ball game. Good defense that time by the Lancers. And a jump shot is put in the back of the net. Great play that time by the Titans, as it looks like that was the substitute that came on.
That was Zach Tully. He actually did a fake jump shot and followed it up with the jump shot that went in.
Zach Tully puts it in the back of the net, and the Titans on top 7-1 here. 3:41 left to play in the second quarter, as the Titans have outscored the Lancers 4-0 here in the second. And you're watching high school lacrosse here on Clutch Sports Media. Thank you for joining us here on this Saturday morning. Bit of a damp day out here on the state line. A lot of clouds in the air. Get some occasional peaks of sunlight. So good morning to play some lacrosse here at Boylan High School. Here's White with the ball. Advances it into the offensive zone. Matula has it behind the net.
Kent White showed good discipline. Anytime a long stick player gets inside the box with the ball, they want to shoot. So good job holding up and getting the offense set up.
Matula tries to work this one, and it's going to be picked up by Tully. midfield. Jackson Goker, first time we've called his name here this morning. He has it, works into the offensive zone. Looking for a teammate to drop this one off. Tries to get it in front. Good defense that time by the Lancers. Loose ball comes out to midfield, picked up by Tully as he gets it back over off the left wing. This is Montalbano. He works it into the offensive zone. He is guarded man-to-man this time by Melford. As Titans really working some clock here as we wind down the second quarter. Shot outside, and that one's going to go wide, but it'll be Boylan Titan ball.
Those were good slides and good defensive support for the Lancers on that last series.
Matula has it out in front, tries to dump it off to Tully, can't get possession, but the Titans will pick that one up in the offensive side of midfield. Looks like a pass was tried to be made that time by Montalbano, lost possession. Able to ultimately come away with it. And again, we saw it in the first. It's been more the same here in the second. The ball has really just been on the Boylan offensive side of the game here. Say check from behind, a little bit high that time. No call, I don't believe. The Titans still have possession. Clock winding down, 1:45 left to play here in the second. Here are the Titans working towards the front of the net, looking for a shooting lane, and ultimately that one goes wide. So they tried to work that back into the middle.
It's a really nice centering pass against this defense. There's another one.
Simeon Martinez with that last shot, couldn't put it in. Titans still with possession. Goker at midfield.
Then the Lake Park defense being very aggressive and playing outside of the box.
Titans getting some instruction from their coach as they have possession here with a minute left to play in the first half. 7-1 is the tally. Boylan have dominated this first half. This second quarter particularly, they have outscored the Lancers 4-0 in the second. Here is Tully on the left wing, the right wing, works it back behind the net. Looking for a shooting lane in front, and a great play that time by Weston Matula as he came from behind the net, jumped up and put it top left shelf. And the Titans extend their lead even further. They are up 8-1 here, 38 seconds left to play in the second.
Weston's got a great nose for the goal, and that was a strong left-handed shot there coming around the side of the crease.
Seen a couple of shot attempts, Jim, where the player comes from behind the net. They jump up and try to throw it above the goaltender. As a goalie, that's got to be one of the tougher shots to save, as you really don't have a whole lot of time to react where the ball is coming from.
Yeah, as a coach, a player leaving their feet to shoot isn't your favorite thing. They have a lot more options when they keep their feet on the ground, but it can create some different angles for the goalie.
Seen it work out here for the Titans today, as this will likely be our final face-off
Nice
of the half.
win.
Here are the Titans working in, and that one goes wide. See where they give possession. Looks like it's going to be Titan ball. 28 seconds left to play here in the first. See what the Titans do on their final attack of the first half. This one, good pass in front, open man, and a good save that time by Shahik. Great opportunity that time for Pecora. Couldn't put it into the back of the net. 10 seconds left on the clock. Stewart comes away with it. Got 3 seconds, enough time for one more shot. He's got to throw it in now, does so, but that one will not count. Went wide anyway, so after a first half, it is Boylan on top 8-1. We have a 5-minute halftime. So, Jim, here's some thoughts on that first half by both squads. Titans on top 8-1 here.
Hard played first half. This is a slow surface today. The field's soft. It's hard to get the ball off the ground. So we're going to see the ball on the ground and fought for an awful lot today. Both teams, I think, are being smart with their shots in terms of trying to get bounce shots on the goalies. Both of these goalies can play. And both teams are playing with a lot of discipline. Both teams really well coached. And I know that Lake Park has a little bit of a younger squad here, but they're playing with a lot of poise and a lot of patience on offense and good aggressive defense on both sides.
Again, after the first half, the Titans on top of the Lancers 8-1. You're watching high school lacrosse here on Clutch Sports Media 815, presented by Integrated Healthcare Services. We'll take a quick break, be back for second half action here from Boylan High School. Integrated Home Care Services is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident in your home. See how we can help by learning more at integratedhc.com. Tonight's game is presented by Brian Falk State Farm. Call Brian at 815-398-2552. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Busy Beaver Tree Care. For exceptional tree services second to none, Busy Beaver Tree Care is your best option. We're a local, family-owned and operated business founded in 2003. We're not satisfied until you are. Waterside Financial Advisors is teaming up with the Guilford Vikings to bring you more than just a game. Get ready to shoot for your goals as they provide independent financial guidance for the life you want to live. Elevate your game both on and off the court with reliable financial guidance from Waterside Financial Advisors. Go Vikings! Brian Botcher with Exit Realty. Whether you want to buy or sell, Brian works hard for his clients in Northern Illinois and Southern Wisconsin. Call 815-378-2170 today. Brian Botcher with Exit Realty. Whether you want to buy or sell, Brian works hard for his clients in Northern Illinois and Southern Wisconsin. Call 815-378-2170 today. D1 Training Rockford. Try their Rockford training facility for free. Call 815-569-5630 to learn more. Train different with D1. 9 Iron Belvedere. Enjoy a virtual golfing experience all winter long for solo practice sessions, business gatherings, or date night. 9 Iron. Golf, game, gather. Busy Beaver Tree Care. For exceptional tree services second to none, Busy Beaver Tree Care is your best option. We're a local, family-owned and operated business founded in 2003. We're not satisfied until you are. Waterside Financial Advisors is teaming up with the Guilford Vikings to bring you more than just a game. Get ready to shoot for your goals as they provide independent financial guidance for the life you want to live. Elevate your game both on and off the court with reliable financial guidance from Waterside Financial Advisors. Go Vikings! Tonight's game is presented by Brian Falk State Farm. Call Brian at 815-398-2552. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. The Rockford Lightning, Rockford's first semi-pro women's basketball team. Stay up to date on team news on their Instagram and Facebook feeds. Siler Financial, our family helping your family. Listen to 1440 WROK every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Navigating Retirement with Drew Seiler.
I think one of the special things about D1 is it's not about D1's goal. It's about your goal. Wherever you're at, whatever that goal is, maybe it's to make the high school team, maybe it's to lose 20 pounds, whatever it is, you show up, you tell us your goal, and let us help you get there. One of the themes at D1 is to level up. No matter where you are, our heart is to help you take the next step. What would be your goal? Why do you show up to train?
Personally, I would like to play football in college.
How can you get 1% better today?
Just be the person next to me, be myself every day.
When you show up here, you have that mindset of, hey, I got a goal, I'm going to embrace the grind, and I would rather experience the pain of discipline than the pain of regret. So what is D1 5-star training? Number one, it starts with a dynamic warm-up. They're getting our body in the position, in the place we need it so that we can perform, which is number two. Because performance for an athlete is king. But our effort is 90% or more of whatever exercise we were doing. Number three is strength. Then we get to really get into the weight room and focus on the strength. And number four is core and conditioning. For me, conditioning is not a lot about what you can do. It's about that place that you're willing to go. You're willing to push yourself, and then we finish with a cool down. So that's our 5-star workout here at D1. We believe it's proven. We believe it works. We believe it'll also work for you. So don't be afraid of showing up and let us help you take the next steps.
D1!
Brian Botcher with Exit Realty. Whether you want to buy or sell, Brian works hard for his clients in northern Illinois and southern Wisconsin. Call 815-378-2177. Integrated Home Care Services is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident in your home. See how we can help by learning more at integratedhc.com. And we are back here at Boylan High School, where the Boylan Titans lead the Lake Park Lancers 8-1 coming into the third quarter. Alongside Jim Corbeck, I'm Trevor Larson on this morning's call. And Jim, we saw some good offense in that first half by the Titans. They really were able to work the ball into the offensive zone and really dominated time of possession in the first half.
They've done a nice job of being able to find people open right in front of the crease. Today, something the Lake Park's really going to have to tighten up on is not leaving those players by themselves.
As for the Lancers, we saw them have a couple of opportunities, only able to put in one goal in that first quarter of action. I'm sure for their coach, they would love to see the ball in the offensive side a little bit more here as they want to get this game a little bit closer. We're going to have a flag here on the hit from behind, a crushing hit by Roselle. But that's not going to be allowed by the official, so it'll be Boylan ball inside the offensive half of play.
Yep, calling an illegal body check on that one. There'll be a minute penalty.
So again, Titans will play up one man here for about the first minute of this third quarter. Again, just underway here in the second half. A shot from outside is put home. Good play that time. That's Paxton Tully. He banks that one in as the Titans go. Here's Dom running down the left wing. Guarded that time by number 22 for the Lancers. Titans make a substitution. So they get their offensive players here on the field. Dom working from behind, loses that one, picks it up. Works into the offensive third, trying to get out in front of the goal. Good defense that time in front. Passes it back to midfield. It's number 20, Isaac Stewart has this one. Boylan not working particularly quickly here to start off this third quarter. A good run into the offensive zone. That one a little bit too high. Good shot by Stewart, but just couldn't keep that one down as that one sailed over the net, but it'll still be Titans ball. So it's Tully behind the net. He's trying to work in front. Good defense that time by Scudiero for the Lancers. He's able to prevent that run from behind in front. Good pass in front and a shot that time. Good play while he was being checked, Stefan Effler. A fancy play to get that shot off through contact, and another shot this time by the Titans. This one sails wide, but Titans closest to the end line, so again they'll maintain possession here in the offensive third. One's going to be a penalty. Looks like they're going to say that one is a trip.
That'll be a trip with possession. That'll be a 30-second penalty.
Ball still loose, so no whistle yet. Referee's giving the Titans an advantage here.
They'll continue play until possession changes or a goal is scored.
Here's Hernandez running in. Pass out in front, and they do indeed put it into the back of the net. Weston Matula with another one here in the game. As the Titans go up, they have put up 10 goals here. 7:30 to play in the third quarter.
Titans have had a lot of success passing into the middle, 5 yards off the cage, and Lake Park is going to need to find a way to stop that. It's the most difficult part of the field to defend for a goalie if they're one-on-one like that.
After another goal for the Titans, face off at the center circle. Whistle ready to play here. Possession being jockeyed for in that center circle. Titans come away with it. And a ball that was loose out of the cross. Still loose and finally controlled by the Titans. They are in the offensive third. This is Dom. He's got it. Run into the center. Passes it down below. Gets it back, and he puts it in. A nice play that time by the Titans. Hudson Dom dropped it off, got it back in front, and finds the back of the net once again. As the Titans have gone up by double digits, 11-1, with 7 minutes to play here in the third.
That was a nice give-and-go play between Dom and Tully. Again, making their way to the front of the cage.
Again, Dom coming into this one, the leading scorer for the Titans, had 13 goals on the season, 15 points. He's tied with teammate Mikey Hernandez for number of total points coming into this one.
You see Lake Park setting up in a very defensive posture in this face-off. Both of the wing players are playing to the defensive side, and you'll see them take angles towards the defense and then work their way back to the ball.
This one kicked ahead. Slow turf, but it eventually does finally go over the end line. A bit of an unfortunate break for the Lancers as the Titans will take over possession here in their defensive end. Kosman has it. Haven't really called his name much here this morning. The Lancers have not had a lot of offensive opportunities here in this one. Looking for a teammate, finally passes it off. It's over to Warner.
That's a failure to advance. They have 20 seconds to get it over the midfield line and took too much time.
That'll be a Lancer ball. So they work on offense here. Chance Harrington has it. It's back over to Zach Kane. Kane back towards the middle to win. See an offensive substitution here for the Lancers as they try to work this one, try to score a goal here in the third quarter. 6 minutes left to play in the third. Win once again with it. Passes it over to Patel. Patel, the sophomore for the Lancers. Dangerous pass that time on the ground, almost intercepted by the Titans, still loose. 4 players jockeying for this one, ball at the feet, and the Lancers going to come away with it. Patel gets it back, and he loses that one out of his cross, so it'll be Boylan ball after that one just slipped out.
Let that stick get a little flat as he turned, and that's what happens if you don't continue your cradle.
So Boylan ball here, and they lead 11-1 here in the third quarter. A little more than 5 minutes to play, and a good hard body check that time by Hatch. The Lancers do come up with it. Now this one loose. Once again at midfield, and we're going to have a whistle by the referee.
I believe we've got a Lake Park timeout.
Looks like we do indeed. So we'll take a quick break here watching high school lacrosse here on Clutch Sports Media, presented by Integrated Healthcare Services. Integrated Home Care Services is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident in your home. See how we can help by learning more at integratedhc.com. Tonight's game is presented by Brian Falk State Farm. Call Brian at 815-398-2552. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Busy Beaver Tree Care. For exceptional tree services second to none, Busy Beaver Tree Care is your best option. We're a local, family-owned and operated business founded in 2003. We're not satisfied until you are. Waterside Financial Advisors is teaming up with the Guilford Vikings to bring you more than just a game. Get ready to shoot for your goals as they provide independent financial guidance for the life you want to live. Elevate your game both on and off the court with reliable financial guidance from Waterside Financial Advisors. Go Vikings! And we are back here at Boylan High School where the Titans are on top. The Lancers 11-1. As the offense has really been working for the Titans today. We've seen a couple of guys. Matula put a couple in the back of the net. We've seen the offense for the Titans really working as a well-oiled machine here this Saturday morning And thank you so much for joining us here on Clutch Sports Media. Alongside Jim Corbick, I'm Trevor Larson on today's call. The Titans continue their inaugural season here at the IHSA level, playing lacrosse here with their school. I'm sure it's a good experience for these guys to come out, wear the green and gold for their school.
Looks like we've had a change at goalie for the Titans. Looks like Vinny Rossetti has made his way into the game, a freshman goalie.
Montalbano has it, now passes it down low to Zach Tully. Tully listed as an attackman for the Titans. 5 goals coming into this one. Got this one down on the lower left corner. Working back towards the center. It's behind the net. Tries to shake his defender. He's guarded by Max Ramirez. Ramirez, good recovery that time. Has a bit of a body check there that time. Titans work towards the middle. Tried to get that pass in front to Tully. Couldn't pick that one up. A little bit of a low pass that time. Would have been a great pickup off the turf. But the Titans do maintain possession. So Augie Tully, he's got this one. He's guarded by Joe Melford. Now gets it back towards midfield. And the Titan offense resets. Tully making a run towards the center. Gonna have a flag. That one shot in, and it is gonna be saved. Ball still loose. Picked up by the Titans. Got another delayed call here for the Titans. Again, they still maintain possession in the offensive third. Run towards the middle by Tully. He tries to dish this one off in front, and a good shot that time by Montalbano, but he couldn't put it in the back of the net. Looks like he might have got hit on the cross that time on the shot attempt. Goes out of bounds, and it will be Titan ball.
Looks like a slash call, so this will be a minute-long penalty.
Substitutions here for the Titans as they get some fresh legs out there. Again, they lead 11-1 here at home against the Lake Park Lancers.
Lake Park set up in their zone. They'll play zone for the man down.
Stewart has this one, drops it down. Titan offense rotating here.
Titans running a wheel on the offensive end for their man-up play.
Paxton Tully tried to throw that one in, couldn't quite get it. Goes out of bounds, and it'll be
got to change it
for
possession.
Lake Park.
So typically on this play, when you're running man up, you would cover up the goalie. Whoever's got the ball, we would play them.
Long pass downfield that time.
Gilman by our defender.
Just trying to burn off some clock perhaps that time. This time we got another long pass. Haven't really seen a whole lot of those. Sure, when it gets windy like this, I know the lacrosse ball is pretty heavy.
Here comes a shot.
Good play that time, but long passes in conditions like this where you got some pretty strong gusts out there might not be the best idea. We've seen both teams really try to keep some of the short play out here this morning. Titans still with possession. A little less than 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Just 2 goals here in the third quarter for the Titans. Nothing doing for the Lancers. Titans still with the ball. That one.
Not quite sure where he was going with that one.
Ball still loose. It's going to be scrummed for. And finally, it is going to be, no, it's not picked up, and we're going to have a whistle by the official. It'll be Titan ball. Dom's got this one. Now back up top over to Effler. He works it. Isaac Stewart has this one. A lot of ball movement here on this possession for the Titans. As we are down to a minute left to play here in the third quarter. Titans on top by 10. Good move by Tully trying to work it back in front of the net. Tries to pass it. That one is going to be scored once again. Simeon Martinez had the goal that time. Not quite sure if that was who he was trying to pass it to, but he was able to pick it up out of midair. throws it in the back of the net, and the Titans lead by 11, 12-1.
Yeah, Martinez was in the right place at the right time, creating some traffic in front of the cage there, and was able to pick it up and put it in.
49 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Titans have really been in control of this one since the start of the second quarter. They now lead 12-1 with a little bit more than a quarter to go here at Boylan High School.
Got some dancing on the field with number 90.
Roman Robinson.
Part of the enhanced skill set he brings to the game.
Freshman out there playing lacrosse for his high school. Getting into the ball game here today towards the end of the third. Loose ball towards the offensive zone. Titans come away with it. Have an opportunity perhaps to put one more back in the back of the net here. 35 seconds left to go in the third. Matula has this one towards midfield. Substitution comes on for the Titans. 25 seconds left to go here in the third. Hernandez has this one making a run into the middle. Looks like he might have gotten knocked from behind, loses the ball. Lancers trying to get this one out of the offensive zone.
Good hard body check there to keep him away from the ball.
Pass goes a little bit wide for the Titans. They hold possession, but 4 seconds left to play. 3, 2, 1. They will not get a shot off. So after 3 quarters, Boylan in control of this one. They're on top 12-1 over the Lancers. You're watching a high school lacrosse here on Clutch Sports Media 815, presented by Integrated Healthcare Services. Integrated Home Care Services is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident in your home. See how we can help by learning more at integratedhc.com. Tonight's game is presented by Brian Falk State Farm. Call Brian at 815-398-2552. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Busy Beaver Tree Care. For exceptional tree services second to none, Busy Beaver Tree Care is your best option. We're a local, family-owned and operated business founded in 2003. We're not satisfied until you are. And we are back here at Boylan High School, where we are having high school lacrosse here on Clutch Sports Media. Alongside Jim Corbick, I'm Trevor Larson here on the call. Heading into the fourth quarter, Boylan on top big time in this one. They lead by 11, 12-1. And Jim, as we move into the fourth quarter, obviously Boylan has a big lead. Hard to see with the way that they've been playing defense that Lake Park is going to score 11 goals here in the fourth. So you go into a quarter like this with a big time lead. What are you trying to tell your players here?
I expect with a newer team on both sides, but a newer team for the Titans, that Coach White will be looking to empty his bench in this last quarter and get a lot of his players who don't often get a lot of the starting playing time on the field.
That one goes out of the end line. Last touch by the Titans, no shot, so it'll be Lake Park ball. Shahik over to Bigler. Bigler trying to work this one up the left wing. Dumps it off towards midfield. Can't control it. That pass over to Kane. And this one's going to go out of bounds off of Lake Park, so it'll be Boylan ball once again. Hatch has this one, working into the offensive zone. Here at the high school level with this lead, we're going to have a running clock similar to high school football whenever the lead gets bigger than a certain amount in the fourth quarter. A similar situation here as the Titans lead by 11. Here, 9 minutes to go in the game. Goker has this one. This one's going to be thrown in, and a great reception on the pass that time by Matula as he picked that one out, threw it down, low shot that time, and he finds the back of the net once again.
Great work by Smilin' Jackson Gauker for keeping his head up as he was dodging and finding the open player in front of the crease.
And a tough pass that time for Matula, but he was able to grab that one out of midair and put it in the back of the net. It's the reason why he is one of the top scorers on this Titan squad. You just saw it right there. So again, running clock here in the fourth quarter. Boylan on top 13-1 over Lake Park. A little bit more than 8 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. It's a tightly contested first quarter, but ever since the start of the second, the Titans have really dominated this ball game. Run off the face-off this time, and a good shot attempt that time by Bowie. Kind of an underhanded scoop shot attempt. Didn't go, but the Titans will maintain possession in their offensive end.
Nice clean face-off win. You get down there first, you get to shoot.
So Titans have this one behind the net. Looks like that's Montalbano. Passes it off to Pecora. Pecora being guarded that time down low by number 26, Shane Bigler for the Lancers. And a big gust of wind here up in the press box. Here the Titans Stewart gets that one in, and a good save that time by Shaheek. Able to block that one.
Goalie play has been much better than the score shows. You know, a lot of these point blank shots have gone in on him, but anything he's got a clear field of vision too. He's saved.
Here it is, Cruz Marquez working the ball up the right side. He gets body checked that time by Bigler. Ball loose. It's going to be picked up by the Lancers. They throw it back towards the middle of the field. And a huge check that time by Bowie as he really knocked off the player that time. Ball comes loose and the Titans get it. Good hard physical play that time by Haji Bowie. A junior here for the Titans. Seen a couple of big checks here, but that one might be the biggest one of the morning here. Here are the Titans, again, still with possession. Isaac Stewart has this one. Dominic Mena for the Lancers, guarding him face to face. Stewart drops this one off. Mendoza has it, loses it. 5 guys over on the ground, and we're going to have a whistle. They're going to award possession to the Titans. Another shot in front. That one's going to be knocked away by the goalkeeper, Shaheek.
Another really nice centering pass that we weren't able to handle.
Titans still with the ball. Dom's got it. Behind the net, he's guarded down low by Ramirez. Good play that time to really work off the stick of the defender. Pass up top to Pecora, but he gets knocked off his feet. Ball still loose in front. Good physical play here by both squads here in the fourth quarter. And a shot that time that drills the defenseman, just a loose ball.
Doesn't feel good, but that's why everybody loves a shot blocker.
He's really in some pain. That one might have got him on the right arm, perhaps in that unpadded area. And those balls, Jim, those are not soft. The lacrosse ball, it's one of the harder balls that you're going to see in any sport.
They're a little smaller, a little heavier, and more dense than a baseball.
And as a baseball player, I can tell you, getting hit by a pitch does not feel good. I have to imagine it feels the same way, if not worse. So after all that, the Titans still have possession down in the offensive third of the field. They're up 13-1 in this ball game. Try to work it back in front. Good pass and a good shot. Another goal for the Titans. Tyler Pecora puts that one in the back of the net. And the Titans on top 14-1 here in this one.
Another great centering pass. The Titans are really offensively playing with their heads up today and finding those open players.
And for Pecora, the stats that we have show that that might be his first goal of the season in competition. Either way, a Good play that time by the Titans once again, as their offense has really been working well here today. Still with the running clock, we are under 4 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Titans on top 14-1 over the Lancers. Offense has been great for the Titans here today. Another face-off here for this one, and got a whistle.
Procedural call.
So it'll be Titan ball. Brzezowski has this one working off the right wing. Body check that time by Kane, but Brzezowski able to maintain possession through the contact. Tully tries to center this one a little bit too high. The ball going to be scooped up in the offensive zone by the Titans. And work it back over to Hernandez. Now with some hand signals to his teammates, trying to set this play up as we are under 3 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Loose ball that time on the turf. Lancers can't pick it up. Good play that time by Warner to grab that one, and he puts it in the back of the net. Another goal for the Titans here in the fourth quarter. Warner off the loose ball, picks it up, throws it in, and the Titans on top 15-1 here in the fourth quarter.
Another good hard bouncer to the off-stick side. Again, goalie being left one-on-one with these shooters makes it really a tough day for him.
Yeah, we've seen him make some really nice plays, as you alluded to earlier, Jim, but just not being put in some great situations here today. Even so, you'd have to say that he's had a good game, made some impressive saves, particularly in that first half of action. As it stands, however, the Titans on top 15-1. 2 minutes left to play here. High school lacrosse here on Clutch Sports Media. Thank you so much for joining us here on our first ever lacrosse broadcast. Boylan's inaugural season. Titans work into the offensive zone. Thought Bowie might have thought about throwing that one towards net. Instead, peels off. This one's going to be knocked away and picked up in the midfield by the Lancers. Number 34, Phil Scudiero, and we're going to have a flag on the ground.
Threw the rusty gate check at him and had an uncontrolled stick, got called for a slash.
Just a little bit too loose with the stick that time. So he'll go off. And it'll be Lancer ball here with 1:15 to play in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Titans will go down, man down for a minute. There should be a free clear on the other side of the midfield line.
So Scudiero has it. Now whistle ready for play. Jack Colucci for the Lancers gets it into the offensive zone to Loftus. Loftus behind the net. Lancers trying to get another goal here before the end of it. Open lane, no shot. Good defense that time down low.
Nice check by Max Marquez there.
As Marquez works this one out of the defensive zone. He's still going, slashes down with the stick. Ball still loose at midfield. A couple of guys going to the ground, and we're going to have another stoppage, and the Lancers will maintain possession following the whistle. 20 seconds left to play here. We'll see if the Lancers really try to drive something to the net as they try to put up a second goal on this early morning lacrosse game. 10 seconds to go. Pass up top. Good block that time away by Marquez.
Everybody loves a shot blocker, Marquez.
And that'll do it. So after 4 quarters of play, the Titans really pulled this one out here today, 15-1. They had an excellent start to this one. Second and third quarters, they rode those big quarters to a victory here on this Saturday morning. So, Jim, some final thoughts from you as the Titans put up a big-time victory, 15-1 over the Lancers here today.
Titans really controlled the pace of the game. They ran the offense that they wanted to run. They found a lot of open players in front of the cage, something that the Lake Park team will have to figure out a way to clean up. Both of these teams, both very new. The Lake Park team also very young, and they'll pick it up. This is about the time of the season where teams really start to figure out their offense a bit and get into a rhythm, which the Titans clearly have.
By the way, it was good to have you join us here on Clutch Sports Media. For Jim Corbick, I have been Trevor Larson. Thank you so much for watching High School Lacrosse here on Clutch Sports Media 815, presented by Integrated Healthcare Services. Again, final score, Boylan wins 15-1 over the Lake Park Lancers as they continue their inaugural season here at the high school level. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to follow us on social media platforms at Clutch Sports 815 to see where our next broadcast will be. Until next time, enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you on our next broadcast. Integrated Home Care Services is celebrating 35 years of caring for our community. Integrated Home Care Services can help you and your loved ones be more independent, safe, and confident